This video, I'm going to be talking about the Imax 7mm review on Sinners. Now, I've seen this movie 3 times previously, but I didn't see it in this Imax 7mm format. It came out April 18th, and it was in theaters for the IMAX for 2 weeks. I didn't see it, but by popular demand, they brought it back from May 18th to the 22nd, I believe. So I bought my ticket right away. There's only 2 locations in Southern California, and one is in LA at the Universal City Walk, and the other one is Irvine at the Irvine Spectrum. AMC's is Universal, the Regals is the Spectrum. So I bought my ticket, Irvine Spectrum Regals, IMAX 7mm. Was gonna go with my sisters and check it out. We all seen the movie previously, but we didn't see it like this. So I will be talking about a review of how that screen was, the difference, and also the Irvine Spectrum shopping area, the restaurants, and what that area has to offer. I want to talk about that too, just in case you're local and you plan on checking the Irvine Spectrum out. Now, the tickets for IMAX can be a little expensive, about $25 a ticket. I think for 3 tickets it was $90. I want to talk about Jordan Peele and Ryan Coogler and how they're pushing the game to another level. But I think I'm just going to start off with Ryan Coogler since Sinners is his film. I'm going to go ahead and start off with him. Now, Ryan Coogler's first movie is Fruitville Station. I didn't see this one at theaters. He was his first movie. He was up and coming, but word got out how great it was and the great job he did. And I did see it on DVD and loved it. R.I.P. to Oscar Grant. With Ryan Coogler being an Oakland native, I think it was only honorable for him to start off with showing this documentary on this young man. With Creed being his second film, I was in theaters. I did check it out. Great movie. Rocky spinoff, Apollo Creed. Michael B. Jordan did great. Sylvester Stallone did great. And it was just a great put together film. Now, by the time Black Panther came out, he was already on fire. This was the perfect movie for him. And with it being a Marvel superhero movie and with a black cast, it just did something we'd never seen. And as kids, we all wanted to see. We all wanted our own superhero, and we got that. Now, what do these movies have in common? They all have this man, this Swedish man that is the music composer for most of Ryan's films, and he's behind putting that Creed Rocky theme song mixed with the hip hop of Meek Mill's rapping on it, or those drums, them African drums and Black Panther on certain scenes, to even the true blues music in this new Sinners. This guy is a genius in himself. Jordan Peele. Now, Jordan Peele has been in a lot of comedy sketches and been in the industry for a while, but with his first directorial debut with Get Out, nobody was expecting this and took the world by storm. And to follow it up with Us was another horror film, but a lot of decoding, and you really have to pay attention to detail. So I started to understand Jordan's format and his style at this point. Now with Nope, it was the same thing. A lot of attention to detail, paying attention, decoding things. But then he took it to another level and shot it in IMAX format, so you can see this UFO creature in the sky in IMAX. Now Christopher Nolan, I feel like he's solely responsible for pushing cinema to another level in the early 2000s. My first film I fell in love with was Insomnia, and I didn't even know who Christopher Nolan was, but just the fact that this was shot in Alaska, it felt like I was there. Robin Williams playing a bad guy, Al Pacino, just an awesome movie. Now, Batman Begins was the first Batman he directed, but Dark Knight was the one that took it to the next level. It's when he really started to play with the IMAX. And on top of that, he goes to Interstellar, which is just a great sci-fi space movie. The music brings you into the scenes, and IMAX as well. Taking it to Oppenheimer, he just does not stop with this, and he's just definitely one of the modern day best directors. His music, his storytelling, everything is just phenomenal. Now, I wanted to show us a couple of sketches of how IMAX, as far as film and as far as size, looks different from standard. But I'm not going to talk about this too long. I'm going to show a clip from Ryan Coogler kind of explaining himself, the difference between the formats, as he's starting to advertise for the Sinners movie. So go ahead and check that out.
What's going on? I'm Ryan Coogler. In anticipation of the release of our newest film, Sinners, I just wanted to walk you guys through a little bit of information on how we made the film, as it might provide some context for what tickets you guys choose to buy once they go on sale. I'm really excited to announce that Sinners was captured on film. It's a format that I fell in love with when I was in film school. So I brought a few film strips along here. This is Super 8 film, which was used for like home videos and has a real beautiful aesthetic. Those little holes on the sides, those are called perforations or perfs, abbreviated. This is a piece of Super 16 film right here. This is a type of film that's very close to my heart. This is what we shot Fruitvale Station on. And it's crazy because this is the same material, just a little bit wider. And when a capture film gets wider, same as digital photography, what happens is you get a little bit more resolution and you get a shallower depth of field, meaning less of the image is in focus at any particular time. This right here is 35 millimeter film. This was the format for the majority of the industry history. A lot of masterpieces shot on this format. A lot of films that are close to my heart. And it's making a big comeback. Like this past film year, Nora was shot on film. Films like The Brutalist was shot on film. You got some filmmakers that always use the format. So Sinners, we shot on the big boy format entirely. This is what we call large format in motion picture photography. This is 65 millimeter. Crazy enough, the same material as this Super 8 right here, but just wider. So obviously, even more resolution, even shallower depth of field. And these perforations have a particular meaning because we shot the film using two different camera systems. One proprietary to Panavision, it's called Ultra Panavision 70, used on films like Ben-Hur and most recently The Hateful Eight. But another format we use is Imax film cameras. Those cameras spin the film in a horizontal fashion, and they spin it using 15 perfs per frame. I'll show you guys what that looks like. So here we have a shot from the opening of our film Sinners. This is the same shot captured on Imax film format, which is 15 perforations per frame, spun through horizontally. And this is that same image as it would look if it was captured on Ultra Panavision. 5 perforations per frame, with the film being sent through and exposed vertically. Whenever we shoot a scene, unless it's with the intention of being slow motion, we're shooting at 24 frames per second. So whether it's through a camera or through a projector, each one of these frames are moving through 24 frames per second.
So making our way in, we got about 20 minutes until our movie starts. I wanted to walk around and show a little bit of the Spectrum, just a lot of outdoor shopping, but our movie didn't start till 10:20, so a lot of things were closed, but a lot of good steakhouses, a lot of good stores and fashion, just a really nice place. But making our way in, you see the center sign, IMAX. They brought it back from the 18th to the 21st, and we just had to check it out. Now making our way in, you can see how massive this theater is, this screen. The camera doesn't know justice, and I wasn't really knowing to expect it to be that big. And the fact that this is only in, I believe, 6 locations in the country to have screens like this, to be in Southern California and be close, really feel fortunate. So we grabbed our snacks, and now we're just waiting for our movie to start. just watched the movie. I didn't really want to record and show anything, so I'm just kind of showing you guys snips and stills of IMAX photos just to kind of give you an idea if you haven't seen how crazy it looks. And my review on Sinners, I mean, this is my third time to go see it, so obviously I thought it was a great movie, but seeing it in this IMAX 7 millimeters format just enhanced it 100%. Movie was great. Making our way out, going upstairs, I want to show you guys there's so many games, arcades here, and this is the upstairs level coming out from the back way from the theater. So with the kids, there's a lot to do. These big screens kind of displaying what's coming up next. Mission Impossible and IMAX is coming up the following week. Just amazing theater, really clean, really nice. Definitely one of the top theaters, if not the best theater I've ever been to. But that you could say a lot of that with Irvine. It's a really nice area. Like I said earlier, it's the safest city in the country. Irvine's a really clean city. They don't play, and they like to keep their city nice. And that's what I love about it and enjoy coming out here. On Centers and IMAX 7 millimeters format. Shit was crazy. Screen was huge. I'm glad I got to see it like this. I wanted to see Nope. I didn't get a chance to do that, but I'm glad I got to see Sinners. Unbelievable. Classic. And like I said, our showing was at 10:20 p.m. It was the last showing, so movie just ended. It's almost 1 a.m. It's pretty empty in here, so I kind of wanted to just show the theater. Like I said, this place has it all from the Dolby to the IMAX 7 millimeters, reclinable seat theater. There's bars all throughout here, as you can see the little bar area, places where you can get beer, wine, and all that, the whole nine. Dining and food, and all the theaters are pretty much converting that way. But this one just is just so nice, man. It just the way it's laid out, like I showed earlier with the arcade and gaming area for the kids to play. It's something for everybody here. Um, and I really enjoyed it. I really like this theater, man. And if it was up to me, I'd probably come and see every movie here that I could. But I will be back to see another IMAX film soon. And it was time for us to head out. Movie was great. Experience was great. But it's late. It's time to get home. I'm going to finish it with a review. Break down New York, Los Angeles, Irvine, San Francisco, Indianapolis, Temple, Arizona, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Dallas, Texas, and Woodbridge, Ohio, I believe. Trying to get all those theaters out. Those are the videos theater 7 millimeters was shot in. As far as Ryan Coogler's work, I mean, he's came a long way from Creed. Moving forward, you saw him grow with Black Panther, and now he's just on a super saiyan level with Sinners, and I just believe there's more to come. Now, what I do want to say is old school movies like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, we speak on the Mac. I love these directors, John Singleton. I love these movies. We can even go as far as the Byron and all of that. But the difference with now and the way they're pushing it is you're seeing black cowboys. You're actually seeing them step out the box and the typical roles. You're seeing superheroes. You're seeing everything we wanted to see as kids. And I think a lot of that goes to Lovecraft Country. A lot of people don't know, but this HBO show only had one season, and it was amazing sci-fi slash horror shot in the early 1900s. And I believe Sinners kind of piggybacked a little bit off of that, which is a great thing. Now, closing it out, I want to show the IMAX movies coming out in the near future, which is Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. How to Train Your Dragon is one that's coming out in June, I believe. And closing it out, you have this movie that's coming out with Brad Pitt. It's a Formula 51 movie. It looks pretty good too. So I'm going to check out another one real soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot, but I just have to give kind of my review, kind of give you guys the Irvine Spectrum area, and also wanted to break down a little bit of this IMAX and why I think it's so important what Jordan Coogler and some of these new up-and-coming directors are doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to love life, cherish life, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.